You're watching News 3, the Southern Illinois news leader, live from WSIL-TV in high definition. News 3 starts right now.
I tried to stand up, I just couldn't stand up.
A Benton man told he would never walk again shares his remarkable story of recovery. Good evening. We begin tonight with an inspirational story out of Franklin County.
For 9 years, Tim Heathcote battled crippling back and leg pain so intense that doctors said he would never walk again. But today, he's back on his own 2 feet, a remarkable turnaround that he attributes to God. News 3's Matthew Searcy has his miraculous story.
Meet Tim Heathcote. These photos capture a time filled with family and love, but also pain and suffering.
It would just be crushing pain.
For 9 years, Heathcote battled degenerative disc disease and epidural fibrosis, conditions that stripped him of both his job and mobility.
And when I tried to stand up, I just couldn't stand up. Couldn't feel my leg, and my back wouldn't unhinge.
For years, Heathcote remained bedridden with crippling pain in his back and legs. 3 surgeries and 6 specialists did not fix him. Then, in 2011, he hit rock bottom.
You'll be in a wheelchair for the rest of your life.
Doctors told Heathcote his condition would only get worse, turning the once proud family caretaker into a man in search of answers.
There was an awful lot of guilt that, I was a manly man.
With the feeling in his legs gone, he became completely dependent on others, like his wife Sally.
It would take me 2 hours in the morning to get him ready, to get him his medication.
And start having to rely on people more and more and more was probably harder than the actual physical aspect of it.
But Heathcote never gave up hope, remaining positive and thankful for his family and friends. Last January, things finally changed. After coming down with an illness, he awoke one night to a sensation he thought he'd lost forever.
And she touched my leg, and I said, I can feel that.
Several days passed, and the feeling stayed. He went to doctors in search of answers. None could explain the turnaround.
If you get healed and get touched by God, are you really supposed to feel normal after?
With the pain gone and feeling back, Heathcote relearned to walk. At the same time, his 1-year-old granddaughter began taking her first steps.
And she's learning how to use her legs, and I'm learning how to use my legs. It was something that we never thought was going to happen. And then when it did happen, it was just so surreal. It's really hard to describe the emotions behind it.
Doctors have only theories about his problems, but Heathcote has no doubts.
Nothing short of miraculous.
In Benton, Matthew Searcy, News 3.
Last month, Heathcote returned to work for the first time in more than a decade. He says he's pain-free and feels happier and healthier than ever before.